The Mapuche are a group of indigenous inhabitants of south-central Chile and southwestern Argentina, including parts of present-day Patagonia. The collective term refers to a wide-ranging ethnicity composed of various groups who shared a common social, religious and economic structure, as well as a common linguistic heritage as Mapudungun speakers. Their influence once extended from the Aconcagua River to the Chilean Archipelago and spread later eastward to the Argentine pampa. Today the collective group makes up over 80% of the indigenous peoples in Chile, and about 9% of the total Chilean population. They are particularly concentrated in Araucanía. Many have migrated to the Santiago area for economic opportunities. The term Mapuche is used both to refer collectively to the Picunche, people of the north, Huilliche, people of the south, and Moluche or Nguluche from Araucanía, or at other times, exclusively to the Moluche or Nguluche from Araucanía. The Mapuche traditional economy is based on agriculture. Their traditional social organization consists of extended families, under the direction of a lonko or chief. In times of war, they would unite in larger groupings and elect a toki, meaning axe bearer, to lead them. They are known for the textiles woven by women, which have been goods for trade for centuries, since before European encounter. The Araucanian Mapuche inhabited at the time of Spanish arrival the valleys between the Itata and Tulton rivers. South of it, the Huilliche and the lonko lived as far south as the Chilean Archipelago. In the 17th, 18th and 19th centuries, Mapuche groups migrated eastward into the Andes and Pampas, fusing and establishing relationships with the Poa and Picunche. At about the same time, ethnic groups of the Pampa regions, the Huilliche, Arauco and northern Araucanía, made contact with Mapuche groups. The Huilliche adopted the Mapuche language and some of their culture, in what came to be called Araucanization. Historically, the Spanish colonizers of South America referred to the Mapuche people as Araucanians, Araucanos. However, this term is now mostly considered pejorative by some people. The name was likely derived from the place name Arauco, Spanish Arauco, meaning clayey water. The Quechua word Auca, meaning a rebel, enemy, is probably not the root of Araucano. Some Mapuche mingled with Spanish during colonial times, and their descendants make up the large group of mestizos in Chile. But, Mapuche society in Araucanía and Patagonia remain independent until the Chilean occupation of Araucanía and the Argentine conquest of the desert in the late 19th century. Since then Mapuches have become subjects, and then nationals and citizens of the respective states. Today, many Mapuche and Mapuche communities are engaged in the so-called Mapuche conflict over land and indigenous rights in both Argentina and in Chile. History: Pre-Columbian period. Archaeological finds have shown the existence of a Mapuche culture in Chile as early as 600 to 500 BC. Genetically, Mapuches differ from the adjacent indigenous peoples of Patagonia. This suggests a different origin or long-lasting separation of Mapuche and Patagonian populations. Troops of the Inca Empire reported to have reached the Mall River and had a battle with the Mapuches between the Mall River and the Itata River. The southern border of the Inca Empire is believed by most modern scholars to have been situated between Santiago and the Maipo River or somewhere between Santiago and the Mall River. Thus the bulk of the Mapuche escaped Inca rule. Through their contact with Incan invaders, Mapuches would have for the first time met people with state organization. Their contact with the Incas gave them a collective awareness distinguishing between them and the invaders and uniting them into loose geopolitical units despite their lack of state organization. At the time of the arrival of the first Spaniards to Chile, the largest indigenous population concentration was in the area spanning from Moluche River to Chiloé Archipelago, that is the Mapuche heartland. The Mapuche population between Moluche River and Lonko Sound has been estimated at 705,000 to 900,000 in the mid-16th century by historian José Bengoa. Arauco War, the Spanish entered Mapuche territory from Peru. Their expansion into Chile was an offshoot of the conquest of Peru. In 1541 Pedro de Valdivia reached Chile from Cuzco and founded Santiago. The northern Mapuche tribes, such as the Promos and the Picunches, fought unsuccessfully against Spanish conquest. Little is known about their resistance. Pedro de Valdivia, who aimed to control all of Chile to the Straits of Magellan, traveled southward to conquer more Mapuche territory. Between 1550 and 1553 the Spanish founded several cities in Mapuche lands including Concepcion, Valdivia, Imperial, Villarrica and Angal. The Spanish also established the forts of Arauco, Purin and Tocapel. Further efforts by the Spanish to gain more territory engaged them in the Arauco War against the Mapuche, a sporadic conflict that lasted nearly 350 years. Hostility towards the conquerors was compounded by the lack of a tradition of forced labor akin to the Incomita among the Mapuche, who largely refused to serve the Spanish. From their establishment in 1550 to 1598, the Mapuche frequently laid siege to Spanish settlements in Araucanía. The war was mostly a low-intensity conflict. Mapuche numbers decreased significantly following contact with the Spanish invaders. Wars and epidemics decimated the population. Others died in Spanish-owned gold mines. In 1598 a party of warriors from Purin led by Polntara, who were returning south from a raid in Chilean area, ambushed Martin Garcia Onez de Loyola and his troops while they rested without taking any precautions against attack. Almost all the Spaniards died, save a cleric named Bartolomé Perez, who was taken prisoner, and a soldier named Bernardo de Pareda. The Mapuche then initiated a general uprising which destroyed all the cities in their homeland south of the Bio River. In the years following the Battle of Curalaba a general uprising developed among the Mapuches and Huilliches. The Spanish cities of Angal, Imperial, Osorno, Santa Cruz de Ones, Valdivia and Villarrica were either destroyed or abandoned. Only Chilean and Concepcion resisted Mapuche sieges and raids. With the exception of the Chiloé Archipelago, all Chilean territory south of the Bio River was freed from Spanish rule. In this period the Mapuche nation crossed the Andes range to conquer the present Argentine provinces of Chubut, Nurcan, La Pampa and Rio Negro. Spain anymore not tried to take those territories.